Kia ora, everyone. Okie dokie. My music may be a little too loud. Let me know how that's balanced. Maybe. Maybe I just need to learn to project. Anyway. Kia ora, everyone. Chai, enjoy your lurk. Thank you for making me aware that my bot was not turned on, so I needed to get that on. Did not realize it had switched itself off. That happens occasionally, but it's all on now. And Stardust, kia ora. Welcome in. I hope everyone is doing well today. We have nothing coming up on the chat box. It's one of those mornings where nothing's working. Let's do a little refresh and let's do a little test and hope that things are working. Let's refresh the cache. Maybe lower the music a tiny bit. Okie dokie. Yeah, I had a feeling because I was pumping a bunch of K-pop before I went live, and I had it very loud. It's like hype music. Yay, it's working. Thank you, Winter, for bringing it up. Also, hello, Winter, across both platforms. There we go. That is working. Fantastic. Let's hope it actually stays today. I finally managed to figure out one of the reasons why my OBS was throwing a fit, because it wasn't letting me do any recording, which I use the OBS to also record my YouTube videos, and so I had to figure it out in order to get February plans filmed. Turns out my security settings had changed. It was blocking OBS for some reason, so I'm hoping that also solves some of the other issues I'm having. I'm still having OBS issues. I just don't know at this point. And I don't have spoons to figure it out, so yeah, we'll just keep on keeping on and hope for the best. Cindy, hello, welcome in. So yeah, it is the final day of the month here in New Zealand. I know it might be the 30th for all of y'all, but it's the 31st here, so it's the final day of the month, which means we're in final day scramble. For those that aren't aware, because of doing, YouTube and tracking my colouring month to month, the end of the month is kind of a big day, because you want to get everything finished, so that when you write down your completed pages for the month, you don't have any in progress pages, or it's that last minute scramble to just finish off those last little bits and just get everything that's in progress done. That's the hope anyway. So I'm just realizing that my desk has got crap everywhere, so we're just throwing some stuff into a container so it's out of the way. So because of that, it is the last minute scramble. I have done really well. I have 2 in progress pages, but they were always going to be in progress because one of my buddies needed another month, which I was happy to grant, because I wanted a break from the page, and one of my buddies is already booked as a 2-monther, so I knew those 2 would be WIPs that I'm going to finish next month. So it was trying to get any other in progress pages done and ready to go. I have managed to knock out pretty much everything bar this page. This is my last WIP. So, or not WIP. Ugh, I'm not even wording right. I don't count a page as a work in progress until the end of the month. It's just something that's in progress during the month, something that I'm working on. And then if it hits the end of the month and I haven't finished a page, then it officially goes onto my WIP tally. My goal is to get my WIPs to a point where basically if I just don't finish something in a month, it rolls on to the next month and have no outstanding WIPs. I have got 4 outstanding WIPs, so I'm getting very close to having all the backlog of WIPs done, which is amazing considering we started at 58. So yeah, so it's handy to sort of clear the decks before the new month, I've found. at least for me, I like to clear the deck. So that's what today is basically clearing the deck. So we're going to try and finish this Yururi Mouse page. Terrible habit, don't ever start. Hopefully finish it. It'll be wonderful if I finish it on stream. Part of me wants to start a new page tonight, and it's nothing that I had planned, and I'd have to knock it out in a night, but I could, but I found a page I want to get done. But yeah, it's basically, it's the last day of the month WIP scramble. I know a few of us are like that too. We were like, last day of the month, got to finish those in progress pages and just get them knocked out for the month. Once I finished my last buddy for the month, I just started filming my completed video. I only think after the editing is done is counted into Feb, even if the official end date is in January. I just find that way less confusing for the editing filming process. That makes a lot of sense too, Winter. Like, because the final day of the month is on stream day, I was like, well, does it make a difference? But sometimes I film completed pages on the 30th or the 31st, you know, and that's it too. If I've filmed completed pages, it's a cutoff, and anything filmed after completed pages, even if it's on the 30th or the 31st, moves into February, because that is the cutoff point. So I'm absolutely with you on that. So that's a long way to say my video is uploaded and launching tomorrow morning. Yes, Saturday morning content for me. I love watching YouTube on Saturday mornings. It's just my go-to. It's a very slow coffee, very slow wake up, and a lot of videos, because a lot of people upload on a Friday, so I usually have several hours of content. Yeah, my goal tomorrow is to film completed pages and get that filmed, edited, possibly uploaded. I am waiting on some buddy images, so that's going to be the thing that's holding me back, is buddy images, and because of when the month ends, it's like I like to get mine up right at the start of the month, but I know the first of the month is the 31st for a lot of people, so I always allow a little bit of time. Hello, Shadow. Also, Lisbeth, Yana, and Annie, welcome in off the artwork, Shadow. Straight away, he's in. Now, I've got a new thing for Shadow today to try and test his annoyingness. He loves sleeping on insulated shopping bags, like freezer bags that you put your frozens into to help them stay frozen. And so I've got a broken one on the desk, is the hope that he will actually go and lay down there after he's had his treats and not be all over the desks. He's probably starving today because he absolutely refused his food. We tried a new brand of food and he absolutely hated it. Whoa, that's way too many. Nice work for the first month of 2025. Thank you. I'm pretty pleased with what I did manage to get done this month, especially with also having to film the complete collection tour, because that takes a lot of time and a lot of editing. It's a big project to film completed pages, so, and not completed pages, a complete collection tour. So you got one more. Decoy time. Yeah, that's my hope. My hope is that he's happy to stay on the bed, on the bed, the broken shopping bag, but he really likes them, I think, because they're insulated and they help keep him warm, because cats lose heat so quickly. So I'll give you some scriptures, and then look, there's a bed for you. There's a bed for you. He is investigating said bed. Keep your fingers crossed that it works. You're okay if you stay there. Settle down there. Settle down there. Give him some scriptures on his bit, and then he plonks himself down. You're not getting any more treats. You have to go and eat the food you already have. I know you're not happy with it, but you're being so fussy and you don't like anything we're putting down right now. So you have to eat something. And there's food down for you. No. You have a bed. Go lie on your bed. Heated pad works marvel for mine. Ah, that would make sense. Yeah. I have like a electronic hot water bottle that I use during winter a lot for back pain and stuff like that. It's a little too warm for it right now. But yeah, the insulated shopping bag is like he'll go and settle on it, but he only settles when he's not hungry, and I know he's hungry this morning because of him really hating the food that was put down. Like he licked it for 1 second and then was just like no. So but he has to go and eat it because he has to eat something, and there's not a lot else in the cupboards that he seems to like at the moment. He's doing his fussy cat move. It's not that he genuinely doesn't like the food, it's just he's being fussy and hoping he'll get like raw mints or something if he doesn't eat anything. He's basically being a tantrum child and being like, no, I don't want to eat this, I want cupcakes, and hoping that people will cave. It's like, no, we're not caving. You have food. Go settle. Settle. Nope. I have too much to do today, Shadow. I'll give you scratches if you lay on the bag. Yeah, there you go. I mean, you got your butt pointed at the camera, but at least it's off camera. Yeah, there you go. Good. Good, Shadow. He's like fully laying out, stretched out now. Don't you? Ow. Claws me. Now stay. That's going to be the big part. Be right back getting laundry switched to dryer. All good, Stardust. I have another job interview today. Hopefully I get this because I need a car and have a wedding to pay for. Fingers crossed, Annie. Good luck. Good luck. Stay on the bag. I'm going to have to kick you to the floor. You are an absolute distraction. We have work to do and I need to get stuff done. They're not here to see you, Shadow, as much as you might think so. Alright, let's try you back on the bag. Settle on the bag, we'll give you more scratches. Stay on the bag. He's absolutely refusing to stay on the bag. Oh well, you're gonna have to go down then. Nah, I gave you a few minutes. We'll keep trying you every time you get up on the desk. We'll get you changed. That's your spot to go to. But you're gonna have to go on the floor if you do not go back to the bag. To the bag. Okay. We tried. Up you go. It's new on the desk, so he's probably still trying to figure out exactly what it means, but hopefully with enough time he'll get there. I probably should have grabbed the one from the lounge he's already been sleeping on and smells like him, rather than the other broken freezer bag that we have. Okay. I now have a little thingy where his claws got me. It wasn't intentional though, it was just him outstretched and enjoying all the belly scratches. Right, so onto the page that I was trying to do before Shadow distracted us. So we have Yururi Mouse by Inatome Makiko, and hopefully we will finish this page today. So I haven't actually decided what colour of mouse I'm doing for Yururi. I think my camera's been knocked by Shadow again, so he loves to knock my camera. So I'll probably leave Yururi till last, as well as their fairy friend. We've got a lot of like these little details still left to go anyway, so yeah. There's not really like a colour plan or anything going on here. A lot of what I'm just trying to do is keep the colour balanced, just have lots of colour, I feel like this is a eclectic artist room, so like that's why none of the furniture really matches too much. Like these two cabinets match, but they are the same style cabinet. So I think the idea we talked about is some of the furniture is thrifted, some of it is hand-me-downs, so it's a bit eclectic mix, and just lots of different colour and bits and pieces around. So just like things have been collected over the years and special treasures and stuff like that. So I am using Inktense to colour this whole page so far. Some of it I've coloured directly on the page, and some I've just been pulling from the brush itself and using that to add colour to the page. That was not the brush I wanted. That's the brush I wanted, I think. Yes, it is. It's a finer tip one. So I hope you're all doing well out there. I hope you're all having a good day. What are we working on if we're colouring or working on a different project? How's your month gone? How's your colouring month? Did you manage to achieve everything that you were hoping to achieve in the month of January for this first month of the year? As I said, I am very pleased with everything that I've done this month, especially with the fact that I also had complete collection tour that I filmed. That always takes a little while. What is this little bump here? Ah, it's the bottom of his pants, maybe? It would actually make sense for the pants, because according to the cover, the mouse wears pants but not a top, sometimes a scarf, so I'm going to presume those are pants. Bambi, hello, hello. How are you today, hon? It's good to see you again. I finished 2 WIPs that were on my goal sheet and used a limited colour palette, so I'm very happy and finished a page meant for Feb. Fantastic, Stardust. Well done. Limited palettes are actually really, really gorgeous. I'm really excited to play some more with the Antique limited palette for next month in the Friendly Squirrels Town book. I really enjoy playing with that more antique palette. I've been peopling I was about to say peeping. I've been peopling a lot this week. My social battery is quite low. Having finished my video today, I randomly decided to colour a page in low station, which hasn't happened in a Dragon Age. Sometimes that happens, you know, like you just get the mood to colour something you haven't coloured in a really long time. I'm still really impressed at how you did your complete collection tour. Thank you. It's like some of it's really easy. Like Colouring Heaven's obviously a section. Kirby's obviously a section. Like those two are so big that they almost could be 2, but it's like nah. You know, like those 2 are easy, obvious ones. And if I have multiple books by the same artist, it's like boom, that's a section. So when you start getting into the odd ones that you have to try and make categories, so because I knew I wanted to rearrange my shelf, I ended up just pulling every book off the shelf except for the obvious groups. So like leaving Mythographic, Joanna Basford, Kirby, Colouring Heaven, and just made piles. And so I just had piles all over this room for like a week and a half. which I think also is part of the reason why at the start of the month I was very overwhelmed and needed very simple colouring, because this room was just chaos as I was filming that collection tour. And then I still ended up with the leftovers, which were just the books that I couldn't quite figure out or had forgotten to put into another category. So, well, that's okay. And of course, per tradition, we started with Kirby and we ended with Colouring Heaven, because that's how I've done it every other time. So I was like, cool, well, I guess that's just my tradition. But it makes sense. They're the two biggest sections, so it's good to get those two put together. Okay, I think I want a little bit more blue pigment in this chair. I've been using lapis blue for the chair. Not like a huge amount of pigment, but it's a bit pale up here. I want to try and keep like a little bit of definition on the side here. Still really enjoying just working directly with Inktense. It's like become such a thing for me. I never, if you asked me 2 years ago, you know, could you see yourself just using a water-based pencil, I would be like, nope. But Inktense on their own, I just love using them, and just very happy to colour with just Inktense on their own. I find it very awesome too. Loved every minute of it. I'm glad. I really like, it's a big effort, but I really do love the complete collection tour. Part of me wishes that I did do it like halfway through the year, but only because I know a lot of people at the start of the year do like everything I coloured in 2024, and I don't do that video because I know I'm releasing my complete collection tour. And the start of the year, there's a lot of like, you know, you have completed pages. A lot of people do everything I did in 2024. These other people also do complete collection tours. So there's a lot of that content at that time, but also I like that snapshot of my collection at the start of the year. I mean, the very first one I did was in February, because I had started YouTube back up again in the February. So my collection tour was a February snapshot. Then the next year it was as of January 1st, and then this year, of course, as of January 1st. And I like that snapshot of this is it at the start of the year, so I don't mind having it like that. I love complete collection tours though. I just think it's so fascinating to see what people have in their collection, what they've worked in, and like even if you release completed pages every month and stuff like that, like it can be gorgeous to look back and be like, oh yeah, I remember when you did that like 6 months ago, and I really like that page. Or just things that you, even if you've seen this person's pages a lot, you forget that they have. And it's such a point of reference for me too, to go back on and be like I will go back and watch my own complete collection tour when I'm stuck on what to colour, and it will show me like the books that I've either shown a lot of love to and be like, oh yeah, I really did love that book, or oh yeah, that was a book that I hadn't worked in a lot and I wanted to work in more. So it also helps me out in my own decision making sometimes. That's why there is a separate playlist for them, so that I can easily refer to them. But yeah, I hope we're all doing well and have our colouring in hand if we're colouring. I did also announce February's fabulous freebies, which I don't have printed, so I can't show you off the top of my hand, but it's a gorgeous Malpamini Chatsapanagatu page, which is perfect timing because the new book actually comes out this month, which I entirely forgot when I picked the page, but I thought it was a really cute, it's like a really simple bunch of flowers, and I'm normally not into flowers, but I really like the simplicity of the design. Plus it has a few little friends on the flowers, so there's like a snail and some butterflies and some birds, so it's got, like, you could do it very Valentine's-y, but you don't have to do it Valentine's-y. It just felt like it hit a few marks, so I thought it was a really cute one. And of course, Snaily Whaley. The snail is super cute on it. Alright, so I know I need another pop of yellow. Like, we've got the sun, but I need more of this lemon yellow. And I think I want to keep this more golden brown. So we need some more bright pop of yellow over here. Maybe I'll do this little plush. Oh, we are getting close to that though. Let's do one of the books. Oh, sorry, dust in the throat. So come in and shade that in a moment. We just want to base out the colour. And I want to... while that's drying, base out some shadows on our purple. So I've still got to go in with some mink and do some darker shadows there, but it will colour in that one. I sent you an Instagram invite so I can show you my latest work on Fairy, since I don't have Discord. No, that's all good. I honestly forget to check my own Discord. I have accepted your message. There we go, Stardust. Let's hope Instagram actually works and shows me the picture. Oh my god, Instagram last night, I was having such issues with it, and it wasn't just me, which was wonderful to confirm, but oh my gosh, like, it was groups. If you're a, I was trying to organise a couple of people into a couple of groups because I've had some queries about some of the pages I was doing. So some of my buddies have turned into trios and stuff like that. So I was trying to get all that organised, and it decided that nope, groups don't exist. And it wasn't just me. There were multiple people that I was talking to, and they're like, oh yeah, no, we're all having these issues. So I was like, oh, thank God it's not just me. But... and then when they finally fixed it, there was this sudden influx of messages from all my groups all of a sudden. It's like, ah. Okay, looks like I did load the picture. Oh, that's really pretty. It's really gorgeous. I love, love, love the tones you've used, Stardust. Am I okay to show this one on screen, Stardust? I had to close YouTube to open Instagram. Hopefully you're hearing me now. Yes? Okay, fantastic. So look at this gorgeous page. It's going to be, of course, my terrible phone quality. This is Christine Karen. I recognize it. It is so, so gorgeous. I love the shades of pink that you've used there for the hair. It's so sweet. It is really gorgeous, Stardust. Really, really gorgeous. Don't need to sneeze. I don't need to sneeze. This is why I usually don't put water in the water brush. I thought I would put some in, but it's actually causing me problems, so. Goodbye. Thought I'd try it. Don't like it. Too uncontrolled. I'd rather just dip the brush. Okay. Now, let's take burnt umber, which is a dark brown. Still too much water on the brush. Use it to make some murky paint water. Yururi really needs to change your paint water here, but I kind of find that funny, so it's very reminiscent of me and for like not bothering to change my paint water until it's like you really need to change your paint water. I really love her, and it was the one I asked for help on the other day. Ah, with all the pinks and stuff. That's fantastic. Looks like you did go peach for the background in the end. I'm so sore. I'm taking Advil. Really try not to do that. Yeah. You've got the sore muscles from, yeah, they keep trying to make me do. I have like all these stretches and stuff that I do in the morning, which I do as part of my wake up routine anyway, because I need to unlock my body. But when you start doing them, it's like, ah. But yeah, I definitely find that heat packs, warm, even like warm flannels if you don't own heat packs or anything. More of a slight orange peach, very light layer of each. Fantastic. Okie dokie. Right, back to the natural brown. So there's some stuff that I had like pre-started working on, so that this is where need to define. So things like this feather, there's a few things in here that I've done like a base coat on that just needed drying time so that I can deepen the shading. Oh, my nose. You know what I haven't done? I have not checked my email in a while, and I haven't had any notifications of email, which is actually very odd. So I should probably check my email at some stage. I just realised that. Wouldn't surprise me if it's just decided not to show me emails again. It does it every once in a while. But then I forget to check my email. Kia ora, Sammy! Got you up on the TV while I pack? Oh, good, hun. I never hit send on my message to you. I hope you're doing well, lovely. I know you've got a busy day of packing, so I hope it all goes well. So yeah, a lot of what I've got to do is just building up tones, just a little bit at a time. So it's a lot of like layering and letting layers dry. And you can tell I've been like, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. A little bit. You can see like the indent forming because I've been picking up directly off the brush, off the pencil. Still had to do the shadows on these tubes down here. Paris is trying to get me to exposure therapy with baths. Oh, yeah. It actually makes sense, Winter. It makes sense. But yeah, I can kind of see that. You know, sitting in versus the water moving. I love swimming. I miss swimming. Ah, and Sammy's going snorkeling. Hopefully. That's okay. Don't stress, hun. Just get done what you can get done. Take breaks. Lots of water. Really don't need much. That colour, it goes crazy. A little goes a long way with those pencils. It really does. Two seconds, folks. Right, we're back. Sorry, just had to check something. But yeah, you really don't need a lot with Inktense. It really is. Like, Inktense really is the perfect name for these pencils. They are intense pencils. That's kind of the beauty of them. And like, I know when you look at it, you're like, oh, there's not really any pale colours, but you can really pale the colours down. You can really make some good pastel tones with them and some really good light tones. I just wish there was a more peachy tone and a couple more tones that are definitely missing in there. Most notably, a peachy tone. I wish there was a cooler pink as well. Like, we've got the fuchsia, but it's still a warm pink. I wish there was a... Where's my colour chart gone? Where's anything today? Who knows? Like, we've got the fuchsia and then it goes into purple rose, but I wish there was a cooler pink, like a rose pink. I have deep rose, but it's really on the warm purple side. So I wish there was like a cool rose pink. And as I said, I wish there was a peach. I wish there was more, I still wish there was more browns. Like, I'm so glad they introduced the burnt umber and natural brown. But I do wish there was more of a, like, the baked earth is a very red brown, but there needs to be more of like an orangey brown, which you could kind of mix an orange and a brown, like a terracotta color, like a pure terracotta color. Like, this baked earth is very red, so I wish there was more of a pure terracotta color. The natural brown I love. It's still on the warm side. I wish there was like a slightly more neutral version of the natural brown. I know a lot of us would still wish for more greens and more blues. Can't go wrong. And then they've introduced amethyst, which is gorgeous. But again, it's very, very warm. So I wish they would do like a lilac as well. But it's still a fantastic range. But yeah, there's still a few gaps in the range. Agree. I was trying to pick out a pink on my stream the other day and I was tempted to grab an Albert Dürer to supplement, and that is why I do have some Albert Dürers, because there are certain colours that they are missing and the Albert Dürers help supplement it, but it's why I don't have the full range. My little school book should be in our box, just having to wait for someone to go pick it up. That's so exciting, Lisbeth. I'm so excited for our buddy in it. The 36 set is on special for Amazon for 80 Canadian. No money, no candy, but I want candy. Yeah. think that's a pretty good deal. I'm not 100% sure. I cannot remember. Again, most of my collection I've brought pencil by pencil over the years, so a little bit at a time. Right. Alright, we're going to use a bit more of this pink flamingo and use that to deepen our colour for our little striped cloth that is here. We've got our shadow tone in, but we just want to deepen the colour as well. I should really introduce a more grey tone, not a grey tone, a cooler tone for the shadow areas. Because again, this is a warmer tone and our brain reads warmer as more forward projecting, whereas cooler it views as being further away. So I should really mix a little bit of a cooler tone into there. I really love the dark mink for shadows. Again, I also wish I had the dark mink but in a cool undertone. Because then it would be like if they did like a grey purple smoky colour, it would be amazing as an undertone colour. Sort of like the dusky purple in a way, but more on the grey family. Dusky purple actually works quite well for quite a few shadow tones as well. It's quite a good shadow tone colour. Okay, so I know this half is done, so I don't need to look at that page, which is why we're kind of looking at this page. That's all done except for our little Faye. Pretty happy with that. Still got to work on those brushes and work our way across, so we might as well stay here. Might as well keep working on the brushes. So I started on that feather. Let's add in, no, that's too light. Let's bring in some darker green. Aquamarine, just to define some of these feathers. We'll go over the shadow tone I'd already put in place and turn that into a dark green handle. Do some silver metal bits on the brushes, you know, that little crimpy metal bit where they compress all the bristles together, that thingy-mabob on the thingy-mabobs. We'll do those two, great. It will need another layer. Something quite dark. Let's do a dark purple. It'll pop against the purple of the paintbrush cup. Again, I'm not trying to make anything matchy-matchy. We are trying to go for eclectic, odd mix of all the different bits and pieces in the house. That's why none of the bits over here are the same colour, because it's whatever. Odd collection. Take that same dark purple and use that on these books here without getting it onto a light yellow book, please, even though I can work it in as a shadow tone. So still want to try and keep within the lines, Amy. That's ideal. It's always all the little bits that take so long. The big areas are the easy areas. I wonder what these are. I want to bring in some more of the bright green up here, so let's just turn those little hanging down bits into leaves. Where's iron green? I have so many pencils all over the desk at this stage. And we can still pull out even more. I thought I had iron green on the desk. I will pull out iron green if I do not have it on the desk. I thought I had it on the desk. It's not in the case, so it must be on the desk. Navy blue. Dusty purple. Iron green, right at the back. Smolt! Hello, Smolt. This page is really coming together. Thank you. I am loving how it is coming together. Hopefully we will finish it today. Hopefully we'll finish it on stream. That'd be really nice. If only because I have a page that I really want to knock out tonight, and I know I can knock it out tonight. It's actually a simple page. I could pull out alcohol markers. I'm pretty confident I could knock it out in a couple hours. So part of me is tempted to do that tonight, which is ridiculous starting a page on the last day of the month at night, but also it's what I'm inspired to colour, so. But I do want to try and get this done, so I was like, we're going to work on Yururi Mouse on stream, and then if all goes well, we'll finish it on stream, we'll get very close to finishing it on stream, and then I'll work on this other one tonight. But how are you, Smolt, my dear? I hope you're doing well. Always appreciate when the Smod is here. What kind of water brushes are you using? I love that tiny brush. It would be so good for small spaces. This is a really cheap water brush. I think I got it from like Kmart, which is their Anko brand one possibly, which is just like a white label product where they just chuck their house brand onto pre-made products. This is not an expensive water brush. I am genuinely not a fan because they drip so much that I don't like using them full of water, but I like using it as a regular brush, and I think it's because it's a water brush and it's designed to hold water. When I dip the brush, it takes in just the tiniest amount in here, so it holds that little bit longer water than a regular brush, but I don't like using it full of water because it just leaks out all the time. But as a regular brush, I love it. And it does have like a really, really fine tip. So I have smaller brushes, but it's actually a lot bigger than the normal brushes I would use. But I enjoy the way it holds that water, even though I'm not using it with water. But yeah, it works well for me. So yeah, I am clearly somewhere in the middle of delusion of grandeur and hating myself. I'm trying to render a page in just coloured pencils. Oh no. Oh no. I made that decision too. And I was like, why? Why? It looked good. I like it when it was done, but I was also like, why? Why did I choose to use only pencils? I did cheat and pull out Inktense for the shelf itself because I was like, screw it, I'm done. But yeah, I rendered all the details in pencil and I was like, why? This is why I base. Do you need erase colouring versus Vi and I playing a video game so you can finish 3 more pages? No, I'm actually really happy with how much I have done this month, so what I get done is what I get done. It's not the end of the world if we don't get to everything. It's just because I've been re-listening to the Lunar Chronicles, because I think the first 4 are available on my audiobook app, and so and I only made it through the first 2 or 3, I think. I know I haven't listened to Winter, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to get it. But of course I have the Lunar Chronicles colouring book, So, and there's a page in there of Queen Lavana, and it's like, oh, I actually really want to colour this page. Just the way it's done is really, really gorgeous. I have it nearby. I do. That's after those. I thought it's not near the start, is it? No, maybe it's more towards the back. I should mark it. That would be logical. There we go. This one here. So there's a little bit of detail in all the lunar runes, but Queen Lavana herself, like, she's quite simple, really, because it's just her. I can see some alcohol markers. Like, I can see this coming together relatively quickly, and it's just a really gorgeous page. And it's single-sided, so I can use alcohol markers or, you know, different bits and pieces. Yeah, the Lunar Chronicles is really good. I've been really enjoying it again. I've been listening to that one, plus Throne of Glass series, plus I've got a couple of other ones. Just been bouncing between different books. I'm definitely in audiobook mood again though. Green so that we can get some green on the stems. My god, the cicada is already so loud. It's probably going to be another hot day. Ugh. Base these little puffballs. I'm going to add a touch of the lime green to it. Just let that dry and then we can come in and do a bit more definition and shadows. Okie dokie! No, not dark mink, I want storm dust. A little bit too dark there, but that's okay. To the dark mink, which I've kind of been using as a bit of a shadow tone on everything. Just keeps it a bit more consistent. So what are we all working on? Are we working on colouring while we're watching? Or I know Sammy's packing. Anyone got any colouring plans for the month that they're super duper excited for? I of course have oh so many. Probably way too many. Well no, I say that, but like I think it was 19 pages that I planned. 19 books. There's a few doubles in there, but it's well within my capabilities. Although it is a shorter month. Do have to keep that in mind. It is actually a shorter month this month. Yeah. Decided to start a page in Lost Ocean. Oh my goodness! Winter is also working on a page in Lost Ocean. So there you go. It must be like the Lost Ocean theme. Fairy month, yeah. I love February. My favourite month theme is still mermaid. But I don't just colour mermaids, I colour ocean related or water related. So I'll do mermaids, but also do like water friends. And I just love water themed stuff. So mermaid's still my personal favourite, but I do like February. I should be working on WIPs, but oh well. Hey, it's all good. WIPs are always there to come back to when we're inspired and in the mood. All of them, but super excited for ours. I'm excited for ours, Elizabeth. I was thinking about how I'm going to approach it. So Elizabeth and I are budding and Friendly Little Squirrels in the Residents of Antique Town, and we have decided to tackle the massive double page spread that I showed, that I absolutely love. But oh my gosh, this is a lot of detail. So I've got a few ideas in mind. I did realise that apart from the one little tiny picture here of the youngest son doing the delivery, none of the main family are on here, so like you don't have to worry about doing the character introduction page if you are wanting to keep the characters consistent like I am. You could just colour and just note the colours there, because that's the only one that is like repeated in here. But yeah, I know I want to, like, I'm gonna have to do some research, but I want to try and find a couple of like pictures to take inspiration from for all the colours with the different architecture and stuff like that. But I just freaking love this page. Like, it's massive. We're doing this one over 2 months because it's so big and so detailed. But I'm looking forward to it. It's gorgeous. Amira, hello. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today, hun. Anything magical, fairy, Christine Karen is my all-time favourite. She's excellent. Working on a page in Smithsonian Sea Creatures. Don't know when I'll finish it. Another ocean themed page. I'm guessing that it's some sort of ocean or sea creature by the name of the book. So sounds like it's the mood today. A lot of us are doing ocean themed pages. Love to hear it. Why do I keep, there it is. I should just keep the dark mink to the side. I need to keep using it, so it's like, I should just keep it to the side. That would be logical. But then again, when do we ever do anything logically? Oh my gosh, Amira. I just remembered. We talked about doing a buddy, didn't we? It's not in my Instagram, which is probably, I'm sure we talked about it via email or messenger. We talked about it on a different platform because we were going to do something in Teresa Goodrich. Whoop. It's just me crashing into my snack cart, don't worry. We talked via email, that is why I forgot about it. I am so sorry. It actually works out well because the Teresa Goodrich Facebook group announced that the theme this month is cakes and food. And I know we talked about, I'm going to have to check my email afterwards, unless you can possibly remind me. Was it this one? No, it had the actual tea bags with the names on it, didn't it? It's quite alright, because I was thinking last night, I kind of regret not picking out a Teresa Goodrich one, so I might just chuck this one into the pile. I'm so sorry. I've had this feeling for like 3 days that I was missing a buddy. This one. Was it this one that we talked about? Yeah. That little town looks like it's straight out of a Ghibli movie. It really does. I think that's why I love it so much, Smoke. We'll have to look again. Okay. Cool. I will make sure to check my email. In fact, I'm going to put a note on here. It's been bothering me for a few days, so I'm glad that you popped in and it triggered my brain, Amira. Because I remember we talking about it. Amira, buddy, email. Alright. I will make a point to look at that after stream. That will go near that book there, and then I will know. Yeah, no, it works out well, because I was at TK Dodo's stream, and they were working on, because my Twitch actually let me on yesterday. It worked out that if I go via my dashboard, then I can get into Twitch. If I go via Twitch itself, it doesn't let me, but if I go to my dashboard and then go to Twitch, it works. But yeah, I was in TK Dodo's stream, and they were working on a Teresa Goodrich page, which got me looking at the Teresa Goodrich Facebook group, and the theme for the month is food. So, and then I was like, kind of regret not choosing a Teresa page for the month, because I could see doing that. So it works out well. We'll just chuck another one into the plants. You can't even remember. It's alright. I know it was a while ago that we talked about it, and I made the mistake of not putting it on my list, and that's how I missed it, because it wasn't in the Instagram, which is where I went and checked. But normally when I talk about a buddy with someone, I put it on a list that I will put them, even if they're months in advance, I put it on there so I remember, because otherwise I genuinely forget. Because there's just so many buddies that I just forget, and I'm really bad, and I feel really bad about forgetting. It's not intentional, it's just there's so much in my brain. But yeah, the Friendly Little Squirrels and the Residents of Antique Town, I was actually thinking of looking up some Ghibli references as well, because it does really feel like a Ghibli movie. It's so cute. Again, I really want to play with palettes in that book and really try to keep that antique vibe. I mean, it is Antique Town, but I do really want to try and create that antique old village. So I know I need to look up some references for that one and see if I can figure something out, because it's a very specific vision that I have, but I don't know how to pull it off yet. But if I can find some references and sort of some visual representation of what I'm imagining, I'll be able to pull it off. But yeah, I knew I'd love Yururi Mouse, and I was pretty confident that I'd love the magical cat store, because it's cats. Was not expecting to love the Antique Town one as much as I do. And genuinely, I think that one's my favourite out of all the ones I got in, which I was not expecting, but I really love it. It's so cute. It reminds me so much of Sylvanian Families or Calico Critters, which I think is another reason why I love it so much, because they're so adorable. I'm watching Princess Mononoke movie, old but I love it. You can't go wrong with Ghibli, you really can't. Such good movies. It's part of the reason why I also really want to get gouache paint, and there's quite a few people on YouTube who just paint Ghibli scenes in gouache, and they're just peaceful music, and it's just them painting and the sounds of them painting, and they're stunning, and I love watching those videos. It's just magic. I'm back now with Mocha, and also having gone to the post office to send off a couple things. Nice! Well done, Chai. Look at you being productive and getting the things done. Proud of you. Also enjoy your Mocha. I have both a black coffee, an energy drink, and my water here. I know it's kind of obvious, but Kiki's Delivery Service still has such a special place in my heart. But that was the first Ghibli movie that I watched, so I think it's that whole it was the first. It also, you know, cat. But yeah, just love it. I wonder if there's I know these art books about the art of Studio Ghibli. It would be, I wonder if there's a Studio Ghibli colouring book. So how the Disney seller Thomas Kincaid one is, where it has the plates from the movies that you can colour along with. There's gotta be a Studio Ghibli colouring book. It's gotta be. Ooh. Leaning forward. I love that magical woodland comes up when you search for Studio Ghibli colouring book. Okay, well I just found a bunch of free PDF ones, but it's whether or not those are... My Neighbor Totoro colouring book from the Studio Ghibli Premier Store. That's what we want. Okay, well, I don't know if those are official freebies or not, but I'm going to have to remember that page because that looks cute. Self-care time, be right back. Oh, good. Okay, that looks... I'm gonna have to look at this store now. Not buying, but also... Publication year 2010 to now. I don't know why it has that white bar across the middle. That's interesting. But it is at least from the actual premium store, so. And I also don't know. Oh, that's USD. $24.99 USD plus shipping. Ugh. Anyway, something to look at later. You know me, I get distracted easily. I'm curious, what do shops do with items that have been sent back unopened because of wrong address returned to sender? I guess they put them back on the shelves. I guess it would depend on the shop, on the store. Like, if it's been... I know when I worked retail, if things were returned, if they were like unopened and still in sellable condition, we just put it back on the shelf. But if they came back damaged or faulty, depending on like the damage, like I used to work in a it's called Spotlight here. It's kind of like I think Joanne's Fabrics is the equivalent. It's like sewing and crafts, but also some art stuff, but also homewares. And yeah, I was brought on because of my art product knowledge. So I started in the craft department, and then I learned about the haberdashery and stuff, and then I got moved to furnishings because they realized that I was quite good at doing measurements and calculations, so they moved me into furnishings, and I did a lot of custom curtains and blinds and stuff like that. And so like when curtains were returned, a lot of the time they were returned because they thought they were right in the store, and then they took them home and realized the color was wrong. So got really good at learning how to fold curtains. But sometimes they'll come back because there's like a mark on the bottom or something or other, and so we'd just put them back, but we'll just put the note and reduce the price. Yeah. I mean, hey, if it was delivered to you by mistake and you've returned it, they'll have to figure it out with the customer. I'm sure they'll figure it out. But yeah, Kmart's always been really good about refunding stuff for me. Like, I got a faulty product and they refunded it immediately. I didn't even have to send it back. Yes, bonus marshmallow. I have actual marshmallows, actually. I should make a hot chocolate later. There's some marshmallows in it. I got them just to snack on as a candy because I actually really like marshmallows. There's something about that soft texture that's just really nice sometimes. Nope, thought I was going to sneeze, but it passed. I'm trying the water-based markers as watercolour. I love that technique, Annie. It's such a good technique. You can get some really interesting effects with it. Enjoy your lurk, Winter. Enjoy your cup of tea or other drink as requested, and your lurk cookie. I've heard they're delicious. Oh, 2 seconds, folks. Okay. Sorry, Mum was just showing me some earrings that she made. They're very, very pretty. But basically, see the bathroom scales. Yeah, no, I focused on the happier stuff. That's awesome. Meeting a friend is always fantastic. I hope you have a wonderful meetup later. It's always great to catch up with friends. Hello, Brittany. Yeah, I have a button on my Stream Deck ready to go just in case, so that, like, it's mostly the like, I press it when I'm going to the bathroom because it just quickly takes us to the break screen and stuff, but I mostly have it there for if the nibblings are around, because they know they're not meant to go down the hallway, but they like to, especially the older one has found their way into my room and knows that there's snacks in my room, so they like to come down here and look at all the art supplies and ask for stickers and snacks, and like, I mean, I'm the auntie, you know, I will. Like, last time they wanted to come down and eat, like, cookies and lollies and a lollipop. And I was like, no, you can have either a lollipop or a couple of the lollies. Like, you know, we try to be good. I'm still going to give them some, but at least limited it, you know? But they're not here today. But I have that button there because if they come running down here, they're going to immediately appear on camera. So that button's there as like a boom, disappear off camera, because the blings are not going to be shown on camera. So it's my emergency get out button. Yeah, luckily hasn't happened yet, but I'm just prepared just in case, you know, like, they're too young to understand the concept, and like when they are I say this, when they are old enough to consent to their image being on the internet and old enough to make that decision, which will be many, many years away, and who knows if I'm still dreaming then it may be different. Oh, oh, itchy nose, itchy nose. Alright, that's natural brown. Again, dark mink, leave it to the side, Amy. You keep using it as a shadow colour and you keep losing it. Tell you, I'm losing the plot. That's what I actually am doing. Yeah, the sneezes that never come are super frustrating. Like, I can feel it's in there and I need to sneeze, but we're not quite there yet. But that's also hay fever. Oh, it's good that your cat got their nails trimmed and happy about it. Tell you what, Shadow could do with his nails being trimmed. Oh, so sharp. I am trying to get him to learn to sit in a place on my desk. So he likes to sleep on insulated grocery bags, like the type of bags that you put your frozens into to keep them frozen as you're traveling home. So there's a broken one that I put down on the ground in the lounge for him, and he's been sleeping on that. So I took the other broken one that we have and I've put it on my desk. And my hope is that when he jumps up on the desk, he'll learn and actually settle there, because right now he doesn't really settle on the desk. And if he would settle down, I have no qualms about him staying on the desk. Like the cat fur I can brush off, that's not a problem. But it's the fact that he doesn't settle, and as I've talked about before, he drools. And so I can't do art while he's on the desk. And when he settles at the windowsill, I can keep on working, so that's fine. But he just doesn't want to settle. So hopefully by putting that up there and giving him like a, hey, this is your bed area, when he does jump up here, I can train him to like settle down on it, and then I'll be able to keep working when he's on the desk. Because that's like why I have to keep kicking him off the desk, because he just refuses to settle down. And I don't want to do art while he's on the desk. I've tried a couple of times and he just either bumps my pencils and causes me to make marks everywhere, or he drools all over the page. And especially if I'm working with Inktense or a water-soluble medium, it's a problem. He cannot go on the desk while I'm doing glitter work though, because I don't want fur in the stuff, you know, the glitter. Words. I'm a functional human. Square cups? Got a takeaway library cup. That is intriguing. Yeah. I started keeping a little jar on my desk for art supplies I keep grabbing for pages I'm working on, so they aren't far away and out, just free floating on the desk, finding my way to Wonderland. Yeah. I had some like spare little things like this, like, but the problem is there's now so much on my desk that I just need to clear it off again. But yeah, they're all kind of full, which is part of the problem. So I just need to I need to do a desk clear out, which is something I try to do towards the end of the month anyway, because again, by the end of the month, I've usually finished all the pages and I can clear off the stuff that's just migrated its way to the desk and know that we're done, so everything can go away. I did put away all the like polychromos and Prismacolors and Pablos that were all over the desk last night, because I was like, I'm done with all of them. I know the only thing I've got out is Inktense at the moment. But I didn't get like the extenders away. I still got some random Poscas. I still got all the brushes. Like there's still some random bits around, but at least it's like at the end of the month it's usually like I clear the desk and then over the month it gets very full again. Okay. Oh, what are we doing next for colours? Alright, let's just pull out some natural brown, wherever you are. You're somewhere around here. Cheetos. Alright, we'll do you like a dark brown. Oh, 2 seconds. I'm going to have to blow my nose. Okay. I can breathe again. Colours, colours, colours. We do need, well, I can darken the colours that are down here that I did for the books and stuff, because they're still just, same with the jars, they're all just kind of in their light, quick placement form. This is definitely faster than pencil. The water-based markers, it can be, yeah. Oh, sorry, I felt like I was going to sneeze again there for a minute. It definitely can be faster. It's a fun technique as well. Green. Where is blue? I'm gonna do a darker blue for some of these stripes. Okay. That kind of looks like the cap of one of these acorns. So many little bits. I think I'm just going to do wood for around the window, just like that light golden wood that I've done around everywhere else. I think that will actually tie in quite nicely. Don't ask me about the wall colour, I have no idea for the wall colour. This will also allow me to just hide some of the overspill from doing the sunny gradient outside. Oh. Well, my bad. I just meant to colour underneath here, thinking it was the window frame carrying down, but this is actually the top of the desk that I have entirely missed colouring. So we better fix that up next. Because yeah, I thought in there was window frame. It's not, it's wall. got the window frame based out. Obviously we've got a bit more work to do on that, but at least blocks that out, and now I can see the obvious, whoops, this was meant to be desk area. I'm pretty sure I used burnt umber and dark mink for the desk. So, natural brown. Burnt umber. How does the ocean say hi? It waves. Ba-dum. Hey Jester, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. The sun looks so great the way you've coloured it. Thank you so much, Yana. I appreciate that. Yeah, if I was being technical, this should be our light stream, and there should be like, you know, a back glow and a little bit of... I'm not being too worried about the shadows. But it's okay. I just wanted to do a pretty... I thought it would be pretty to have that nice big bright pop of yellow orange in it. Just add a bit of warmth up there. We're not worrying too much about the technicality of where the light should be and yada yada yada. Because yeah, technically there should be light coming this way. I mean, I did like shade this as if the light was coming in this way, but there should be like glow for like the sun around here and meh. Oh, Jester and Shy, love it. All the puns, all the jokes. All right. Just do a little stretchy stretch. Alright, let's do some purple in here because I like dark purple. Don't matter brown. The dark purple actually looks black when you first look at it. It's half the reason why I always miss it. Nope, you're navy blue. I am green. Dark purple. Actually, let's introduce a new colour, because why not? But because I want a more like violet purple. Got dusty purple. More deep violet. We'll have to introduce this in other areas as well just to help balance it out a bit, but that's okay. I'll go over that brush a little bit with it. That'll help. Yeah. Good to stretch. Good to readjust the back and give yourself a little stretch and look after yourself, you know? We're probably going to have to take a break in a little bit because I do need to do a bathroom break, and I can use the opportunity to also do a little bit of a proper stretch and walk up and wiggle and look after the body a little bit. So we'll do that in a moment. Get this part done. Definitely need some grey, some of the mink to shade it in, but I do like that pop of purple there. Oh my gosh. And what we could do, I had the dusky before, is we'll use some more dusky purple for the cushion. I might work a little bit of amethyst into that just to brighten it up slightly, because it will dull down when I put some mink shading in there. So just add a little bit of amethyst to brighten it up in anticipation. Anticipation. I can word. I can totally word. We have many, many hours of stream that would prove otherwise. Yellow beans! Hello, hello. How are you going, hun? I'm doing pretty well. I'll be jumping for joy when we finish this page. But I do love how it's progressing. It's just, it's one of those, like, I'm enjoying it and I don't mind that it's taking so long, but I also want it done just so I can be like, it's done, you know? Give this a moment to dry before we work on that anymore. A little cork up here, so we'll just do that brown. Getting there. Just got this little section, really. I mean, we've still got some areas to define, but like, it's getting smaller. Which is, you know, step by step, little by little. It's one of those pages I can see myself picking at forever and ever with all different sorts of colours, but okay. We are going to take a quick little bathroom break here because I do need to pop to the bathroom, and this will give an opportunity for it to just dry that a little bit more and let me come back in and rework areas that we've been working. So take this opportunity to also give yourself a little break, have a little stretch, grab some water, you know, hydrate. Probably refill my water. Grab a snack, you know, look after yourself. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes, and I'll see you all then. There we go, and we go back here. Oh, much better. Much better. That's not what I want to do. Shadow is content out in the lounge on the other supermarket freezer bag. So he must have found some food. Right, cool. That's working. It just timed itself out while we went to the bathroom. Okay. Shouldn't really do that. Kind of shakes the camera. Although it's very fun to do. My free short nails are finally starting to grow out a bit. So hopefully we can grow them out to match all the other long ones, and then I'll feel okay painting them again. had way too much coffee today. Some days are just a coffee day. You should be darker. Here, the window frame. Okay. Crunch goes the fingers. Now we're getting to that stage where it's just like we just need a lot of random colours. All the little bits. I just realised there's a section of the container that I never shaded. Gotta do one pencil just straight at me. Okay, some pencils. Actually, so same colour. And then here's the teal colour. There it is. Are you catching the Critical Role charity stream tonight? I unfortunately have a ton of work to do. And I know I'm going to need a nap, so I'm not going to be catching it live. I might try to catch a rebroadcast. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to catch it live. It got announced that next week's is C3's last episode, and it's a long one. 8.5 hours. Damn. That is a long episode. But yeah, no, I had a feeling it would be coming to us soon. End soon, so. Mega episode. Yeah, it'll depend what I'm in the mood for tonight. If I decide I want to watch Critical Role, or if I want to listen to an audiobook, or if I want to keep trying to catch up on Critical Role. Even though I'm like 60 episodes behind, essentially. But yeah, I did see the announcement that they're doing another Calamity series as well. To get through the rest of February and some of March. Yeah, that's the announcement that I saw, which is cool to see as well. I'm still at about episode 70 something, so yeah, I'm not far behind you then, Sammy, because I'm about 60 something. I went for a little bout of watching it again, and then I swapped to other stuff, so I'll see what I feel like tonight, if I want to carry on. It just depends on my mood later on tonight. Yeah, it's so cool to see Matt being a player. Cute. It would be a cute idea. Just trying to schedule time, especially right now with everything going on. And I'm so changeable in what I'm listening to and consuming at the moment, so yeah, maybe. I have to catch up first anyway, I'm still like a bit behind. Oh, itchy nose, itchy nose. Okay. Oh, more colours. Oh my god, that would be an amazing table. Oh. Alright, we're gonna do the sketchbook like a brown livery colour. Starting with a very light tan colour, because if it goes a little bit onto the pages, it's fine because it'll tint the pages as well. onto it. And obviously pull out that sketch that's on the front of it again. Be a good Discord hang, they would be. Might be something if I am in social spoons mood. Getting there with the wood texture. Sorry, I know I'm being really quiet right now. It's a lot of fiddly brushwork. It's not my favourite thing in the world. I know my hand is kind of blocking a lot here at the moment too. It's a lot of awkward angles, piddly brushwork. Probably gonna loop across the stream. All good, hun. Do what you need to do. Appreciate you being here and looping. I'm trying to keep my brush slightly damp but really quite dry, and it forces the bristles to kind of splay out a bit, and it means that when I'm working with a slightly concentrated pigment deposit on the bristles that are spread out, we can get like these really fine little lines, and it reads as wood texture. That's why it's a lot of like fiddly, but it is effective. So, last thing to do is, because I was naughty in activating my brush over top of the page, there's some little splatters. Just sort of scoop them up. And then there's a couple of corners where I never actually deposited pigment, so just make sure that our corners are fully coloured in. Oh, itchy nose. Okay, what do we got on these shelves? What color are even doing the shelves? Blue shelves? Yeah, it's kind of leaning towards blue shelves, so I might like keep it similar but not identical. I might actually pull out iris blue. It's just a bit of a brighter blue than the lapis blue. Just get that a little bit more brighter. Or green to match the catch-all barrel. We could do two different coloured shells. Again, it's an eclectic house. I've still got to do this anyway, so I could do this to match the green barrel. That same sort of foresty green with gold. Actually, that's what I was going to do. I was going to add a little bit of... just warm this up slightly. Just a touch. careful because I've really saturated in where the sketchbook is. So it isn't quite bled through, but there's a little bit of shadowing. So I've just got to be careful not to add any more onto there until it's like really, really dry. Be really careful of what I add on there if I add any more. The blue looks good. Yeah, I do kind of like the blue. Right. I know iron green somewhere on the table. How often does Yururi's house this room feature in the book? I don't think I've seen it again, apart from this little map one here. where it's kind of zoomed out anyway, so you're not gonna see it. Like, I can match enough of the colours without having to record. It doesn't have to be exact. Like, that could be the desk with a close-up. It's the bedroom again. So there is the... Okay, so maybe some elements do repeat, because that looks like the cabinet again. Maybe I should have recorded colours. Oh well, I'm sure I can figure it out. It's also okay if it doesn't 100% match. I mean, it goes for a whole year, so you know, a house changes over a year. Possibly, but it could also be like someone else's kitchen there. It's got different bowls and a different style cupboard, so I'd say that's someone else's kitchen there. That's the bakery. Yeah, that there could be the desk again, doing crafts. That's someone else's house. That's about it. So just a couple of times. The same thing with like the sketchbook. Like, I've just coloured the sketchbook in brown, but also if Yururi Mouse is always drawing, it's very possible that they go through multiple sketchbooks in a year. So if the sketchbook changes colour, it's just that they've grabbed a different sketchbook. But yeah, I will try to match where I can. I haven't worried about it too much on this one. I will mark down Yururi's colours when I do get to Yururi, when I decide on the colours, because I will make sure that they stay consistent. I think how cute the world would look if you gave it a reclaimed salvage wood panelling to match the I live in a tree feel. Oh, that would be really cute. And I could see that too, like, yeah, just do the same sort of woodish brown and add in that sort of liney texture like I just did with the window. Yeah, Yururi does live in a tree, so it would be logical that it is wood. Yeah, no one has just one sketchbook. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, yeah, it would totally work. The only thing I might have to do is just tint this a slightly different colour to deviate it from the wool, but also shadows behind would deviate it a bit as well. But that would be the only real one, and that could very easily just get like a red wash or a green wash and just be tinted slightly different. But nothing else is like, you know, obviously the window, but again, we'll just do some shadows around the window to define it. But yeah, could pull in those colours very easily. Seeing something over here I need to fix up as well. Shading a little bit. It's a very harsh shadow line. If I lived in a tree, I wouldn't bother with dry wood at all. I want to be able to enjoy the natural wood of the tree. Absolutely. I have to run. Talk later, Amy. All good and merry. You have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for popping in. Yeah, no, I think going with the wood is a good idea. In fact, what I might do, pull out all the browns that we've been using so far. But I might also introduce some oak. So I've been using saddle brown, tan, natural brown and burnt umber, but I might pull in some oak because I haven't used that so far, and then that'll introduce a slightly different tone. In fact, if I do oak and willow, we can get tones that are in the same family but different, and that'll also give us some natural variants. And so we can do some oak and some willow, and then still bring in the natural brown and the burnt umber. We might still need to bring in some, like the willow might actually be too dark. Do I want to go more on the golden side? Maybe we could bring in, the willow's going to make it slightly more on the red side. Do this as if we were going to shade it. Alright. So prepare some lines and natural with a little bit of darker towards one edge to allow for gradation. Bring in some oak. If we were to do willow as our all over. Blended that. You know, I do actually like that. Like, it's darker, but I think it's also going to make all the colours pop and just make it feel quite homely. If I was to do the same combo, just use you as a, and then bring in, what do we got, tan? Yeah, tan. And all over. Yeah, see, that feels quite samey with the floor. And even though it's darker like the door, it tones in better with the door. I've still got enough of a variance against the desk. Yeah, as soon as we bring in that tank, we get very close to the floor. So I'm not gonna, like, I am darkening some areas where I know there's going to be a few more shadows, but I'm not going to worry too much about the shadows because we'll come in and do an actual shadow layer. Right now it's just about getting in that wood texture. Which is just a bunch of lines. Okay. Now, go over every bank with willow. Natural colours are already bringing out all the colourful elements and just making the room look 200% cozier. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. This is why I like live streaming, because like y'all can help me puzzle out these things and come up with really good suggestions when I'm getting stuck, because I've been staring at a page for so long. I'm just like, I don't know anymore. And it's also made me realize that Yururi would look really cute if I did them as like a grey field mouse type mouse. So, lost track of time and missed my doctor's appointment 30 minutes after the alarm went off. Oh no. Okay. We're going to make sure when we activate this, we're activating vertically so that we can try and keep some of that linear line work. inspo of a little grey deer mouse for inspo. Okay. Come on, phone. Door, yes. Exactly what I was thinking. Very, very cute. Again, there's still, like, we still need to go in and add shadows and stuff like that. The point of this is to get that wood grain texture in and make it look wood grain, and then we'll worry about the things casting shadows and popping it out a bit. Right now it's just filling up the space with layer 1. dragging some of the excess brown into the background behind the clear glass. I'll do the same on the other side up here. That's why I didn't colour in behind the glass, because we're just going to use the excess on the brush to drag it around. I like the wood, it's giving like log cabin feels. Okay, That's going to need some time to dry before we can do all the shadows and stuff, and I want to bring out a bit more streakiness of the wood and stuff. Some colours on this side, because a lot of this has been applied with brush so far, and it's just making, because a lot of the other stuff was direct pigment applied to the page, it's just looking a bit dull in comparison. So we'll need to pop out some tones, just give a bit of brightness over here, just deposit a bunch of pigment basically. Already rescheduled, was waiting for a callback when the alarm went off. Ah, good. At least you can reschedule it. Still need to eat and take meds. No wonder I'm running out of steam. Heck yes. Please do the self-care, son. You always tell us to look after ourselves, and we want you to look after yourself. You'd sit down and make me eat if I was there and hadn't eaten and hadn't taken my meds, so... Thank you for explaining your process as you go. It's so helpful. Oh, good, Gianna. I'm more than happy to share what I can. I like, it's one of the reasons why I like streaming over recording like a sit-down tutorial video, because I just inherently explain my process. Like, sometimes I don't go in with a plan. I don't have any idea of what I'm doing. I'm just figuring it out as I go along. So it's hard to like sit down and film a formal tutorial, because I'm literally just making things up as I go along and seeing what works and what doesn't work. Yeah. So, in that way, if I don't explain something correctly, you all can come in and go, can you explain that further? And it's like, oh yeah, of course. So, accidentally fell into alert while working on my own page. Now it's time to feed the puppies and feed myself. Oh, good, Annie. It feels like some streams feel very co-worky, and that's what today's felt like. Like, it's been the good sort of, we're all hanging out and working on our projects and, you know, getting done what we need to get done. And that's actually a good thing sometimes, you know? Just getting into the zone, getting that work done. Whatever that might be. Whether that's your own colouring page, or packing, or working. Heating up half a cheeseburger from last night. It's a fancy one from a burger place, so it's actually a lot of food. Yum! Oh, good choice. I had a dump bowl for breakfast, which is where I take a bunch of leftovers from the fridge and dump it in a bowl and heat it up. So there was some leftover, what's it called? Like a fried rice, but it's pasta. But it's also rice. Comes in a blue box. It's a side dish. I'm having a mind blank on it. But yeah, just some of that, and then I chucked a couple of eggs in there. I chucked some leftover edamame beans, and I just chucked hot sauce on top. So it was just random, like pasta and rice and the egg and the edamame, but it did the job. That wood wall was a great idea. Now it feels like a cozy little art nook. It really was. I really, really am happy with it. Like, it's giving cozy cabin vibes, and it's making me so happy. Yeah, like paella, but it's not one of the bags. I'm an absolute mind blank on the product. And I bet you if I Google it, it's going to come up straight away. It's like a risotto, but it's not risotto, and it's that they say it's Chinese flavor. It's not. It is just called rice risotto. It's not rice risotto though. But it was just, it's this product. It's this thingy. It's just one of those, we had it in the cupboard, you dump it in a fry pan and you cook it up. It's just a easy dinner one night that we just dumped that and some veg into, and we just chucked some, like, chicken tender type things in the air fryer. But we had some of that rice risotto left over. So... yeah, you know the box. Yeah. It's probably my equivalent of what mac and cheese is for a lot of people. because I don't like mac and cheese. I don't like cream sauce, and I find mac and cheese incredibly bland. In fact, we were talking about this with Mum recently, because she loves mac and cheese, but I don't, and I think part of it is because I know that I have a palate that is paella. Okay, paella. Sorry. I have a palate where, like, I can taste something and then I can tell that it's not balanced and it needs a little something, and I'll add that in, and I know what I cook is usually pretty good flavor wise. And one of the things about mac and cheese is that, like, yes, I love cheese. Cheese is delicious, but with mac and cheese, you're getting heavy pasta, heavy cream, and heavy salt, and like you can put pepper and other bits in there. But for me, it's not balanced because it's missing acidity and freshness. And so that's one of the things I struggle with mac and cheese. Like, I can eat lasagna, but you've got a tomato sauce that's cutting through, and yeah, it doesn't have the freshness, but it doesn't feel balanced to me. And I think that's why I can't get behind cream sauce and mac and cheese, is just because it's so overpowering and so heavy on that one flavor note. That whereas a lot of the time when I make stuff, I like it to be balanced across sweet, sour, savory, bitter, and like earthy. And I pick up when these things aren't balanced. So yeah, I don't know, it's just something that we were kind of talking about. It's just like, oh, that was a back click. Okay. I'm feeling my energy go woof very quickly. So, and unfortunately don't think we're going to finish this today because, like I said, I can just feel my energy depleting very, very fast. Alright, I've got a couple of the little berries on the side here, so we might as well do them. Should have really done them when I did the other ones, but hey. Maybe I was debating doing them a different colour, but oh well. They can match the cherries that are on the shelf. finished or not, you got a lot done today. Progress is a victory in itself. It is. It absolutely is. And like I said, I'll still probably do something tonight, whether I finish off this one or deviate to another one, which, yeah, but, like, this is still a lot. This is a big spread. Like, it's not even, it's technically only 1.5 pages, but it's a very detailed spread, and I've been working away at it slowly because I've been playing with my Inktense techniques and really just building up the tones with Inktense. So, but also, like, I don't feel like I need to bring out any pencils for this so far, because I feel like we're getting enough variation in tone and detail with just the Inktense, which I'm really, really enjoying. Like, if I don't finish it, I don't finish it. I am thinking, though, I will wait till after I've done the... Like, I'll probably bring out some gel pens to do some details, like go over, like, the little polka dots on the blanket, pull out maybe a gold pen for the sketch, and, like, all the little flower patterns on here. So a lot of little details I might bring out in some gel pens as well. Alright, we have one more book here. I might do that in the mint colour. So I left it thinking what's wool, but then I realised it's actually another book. See, these could all be different sketchbooks. The stalk, because we know that's going to be green. So yeah, all that's left to do, I'm kind of thinking grey for Yururi, and then I just have to figure out what colour to do the pants. I don't know about the little Fae friend. It does have, this is the little Fae friend, little puffball here. So there is, like, that colour also has to be recorded, whatever I choose there. So I still got those two colours to figure out. And then obviously we got some random books and this little plushie. The big one left is the chest of drawers here on the side and the rocking horse. But I'm pretty pleased with where we're at. Very colour chart. Check that it's actually dry. It is. Going there now. Yeah, I think we'll call it here for today. I can feel like everything in my body is dropping. There's a thing with chronic fatigue where you start to feel waves of tiredness hit you, and it's like you feel like you're starting to sink, and I can feel that we're starting to get those waves hitting, which means I have about 20 minutes to go to the bathroom, have some pain medication, and then get into bed. Otherwise I'm going to literally fall asleep at the desk, or if I push through, I'm going to have the world's worst headache. They're awful to push through. Like, literally, one of these waves has hit me while driving, and I've had to pull over and take a 20-minute cat nap on the side of the road, because you do not push through these waves. And I have been on stream before where these waves have been hitting, and I've just been nodding off on stream. They're absolutely wild to feel hitting you. And as someone who used to be an insomniac, it means basically once I get into bed, I'm going to hit the pillow and I'm going to fall asleep immediately. So yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here for today. But it's been some good progress and I'm pleased with it. We should be back Tuesday, which is the start of the new month. I have no idea what we'll be starting off with. We might go back to Inatome Makiko. I know we've been doing a lot of bouncing around pages for these last few streams. So we may, if this one's not finished off, maybe I'll finish this one off. We may bounce back to Nalkaneko. We may start something new entirely. I don't know, it's a new month. We'll see how we go. I do have a ton of medical appointments on Monday. So there is a slight possibility that Tuesday I will announce it on Instagram and put up a community post on YouTube and put in the Discord if Monday's appointments result in me not being able to stream Tuesday. There will be a couple of streams in February where we won't be streaming, a couple of regular days. For example, Friday the 14th, because I have appointments all day on that day. So yeah, just keep an eye out because we do have a few days of regular stream days that we won't be streaming, but in turn, it is also Waitangi Day, which is a New Zealand, kind of like New Zealand Day, but not really. It's when the Treaty of Waitangi was signed. It's a public holiday here. It's on a Thursday and I don't work, so maybe we'll do some bonus streams. We'll see how we feel. Again, a lot on this month medical wise, so it's going to be just looking after ourselves and taking care of ourselves, and I encourage you all to do the same. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the support on the page. I really like it, and all your suggestions and all your stuff. I hope your own projects are going well, and you know, you manage to finish what you want to finish or make progress how you want to make progress and all that sort of good stuff. Remember to stretch, remember to hydrate, remember to look after yourself. You know, it's the end of the first month. We've already made it a month into 2025. So, or as I heard the other day, 2025. We can only hope. But yeah, take care of yourselves. I will see you all on the next stream. Bye.